What up, y'all? Chuck Dizzle live and direct, Homegrown Radio, Real 92.3 and all that. And I just rocked your mind. I hope I did. If I didn't, then rewind that interview again and look at it again. Shout out to Cali. Just rocked your mind, motherfucker.
You are now tuned in to Rock Your Mind. I am your host, Cali Ali, and next to me, I would say he needs no introduction, but I just kind of want to do that because that's just the fun part. He is, if you're from LA or if you're not from LA, if you love hip hop, he's one of the biggest faces. He is one of the co-founders of Homegrown Radio, also Real 92.3 personality. He goes by the name of Chuck Dizzle.
What's going on, Cali Ali? What's the word, man? I appreciate you having me on. I've been telling you, like, I love what you're doing out here in these streets. You really putting on for the artists and just the independent scene and just creatives in Los Angeles and worldwide, man. I'm just glad to be a part of this. I had to track you down a little bit, so now I'm glad that I get a chance to get my mind rocked.
And I love that you said that you had to track me down because being in this industry, like when I first started, I wanted so many mentors around me and I just couldn't find the right mentor. So I thank you so much for always pushing me, giving me advice, giving me feedback when I needed it the most, and just being that vessel that helped me be what I can be today.
Something I always wanted. I had people that were that for me as well coming up, but I always made it a point to, if I ever got in a position to be of some sort of influence of anything that nature, I was like, I always will make sure that that's a part of just who I am. You know what I'm saying? Just pushing the people to make sure that they, show their potential and maximize their potential. So I appreciate you recognizing that.
So who pushed you when you first started?
When I first got in the game, I don't even like to say the game like that, but like the entertainment industry, there was a host of people that really kind of were influential, not only just from like motivating me from afar, I would say, to back it up, like my inspiration for getting into radio was a station called 92.3 The Beat, which is funny because where we're at right now is where I got my internship, my first internship. And there were a lot of people in this building that I listened to on the radio, from Julio G to Nalika De La Cruz, and a gang of other people. Those are just a few people that I can name right now that I know that they were like hands-on in terms of like helping me out. You know what I'm saying? DJ Dents, just a gang of people that were inside this building that kind of were influential in terms of just pushing me and say, yo, you got something, keep it going. Julio G was after the fact, after I got a chance to interview him down the line. He wasn't working here at the time, but those people kind of really were influential to me when I got in the building and I got a chance to see like, oh, this is real, and these people were like mentors for me, and especially Nalika De La Cruz. She was the first one to like really show me what an air check was, which for people that don't know in radio, it's like a radio demo. And she constructed it and let me know what was good, what was bad about it, and I still have that paper to this day from like literally 15 years ago of her constructing like my stuff, and it made me become just a better radio personality. You know what I mean?
So people know you as 92.3, but they also know you as the founder of Homegrown Radio with DJ Head, which, if you don't know, I'm also part of a podcast called The Essentials. It's been like 2 years, it's been 2 years. Shout out to...
Anyway, it's been a while. So.
It's been a minute, yes. Shout out to Groovy Liz for allowing me to be part of the podcast, and she's been such a huge part of my life and big introduction to you guys. So I'm so thankful for that. And so Homegrown Radio, when that started, there's been different phases from what I heard in this interview. There was a Long Beach State, and then there was your bedroom.
Hill after that, and then after Signal Hill, Signal Hill's Signal Hill's like it's Long Beach for the most part. So it's a studio out in Long Beach where the big homie Glasses Malone let us use that spot. Like, what people don't know is that bedroom, that was my dad's apartment building. He owned the building, and he passed away. And after he passed, they had to sell it. And so basically, we had to get out, and we were just kind of caught between a rock and a hard time. Like, that was when we were gaining momentum. We had just did the Kendrick interview. It was like not Section 80. Good Kid, Mad City had just came out. It was like a lot of things were building for not only us, but just for Los Angeles. So we were just stuck like, this momentum's going on, but we got to leave. What are we going to do? So Glasses Malone was like, I got a studio out in Signal Hill, Long Beach. Come through. You guys can use one of the rooms and just continue it going. And that really helped us out because it allowed us to continue. Because prior to that, we hadn't stopped doing shows. We did a show every Thursday from 2009 to 2012. The only time we took like a couple of weeks off was the week I got married. You know what I'm saying? So it was a week, 2 weeks we were off then, but we just kept it consistent, kept it going. And that spot allowed us to continue that until we found our own spot, which is Market Street. And we've been doing it at Market Street for a little bit until we got to Real 92.3. So it's been a blessing, man. So different phrases: Long Beach State, Signal Hill, Long Beach State, the apartment, Signal Hill, Market Street, and now obviously at Real 92.3.
And how do you describe your chemistry with DJ Head?
Man, me and DJ Head's chemistry is the epitome of yin and yang. Like, he's a single bachelor guy that just is ruthless, don't give a fuck, say what you're gonna say. And I'm the opposite. I'm the married person. I'm the one in the relationship. I have a little more compassion when it comes to certain things. And I'm gonna find something positive out of everything. That's not to say he doesn't, and that's not to say that I'm not gonna give you something unfiltered or raw, but it's just the way we present our narratives. And it's like, that works. It works with conversation, it works with interview skills, it works with just how we present the brand. You know, it's like you have one, you have the opposite, and you know, just it shows the things that I'm able to do, he's not able to do, and vice versa. So it's like, all right, boom. You go out there, you connect in the streets and politics with label reps and all that, and I'll be in here talking to the artists and make sure we build on that end. You may want to go with the person that has the hits, but I want to talk to the person that's really like on the come up. And on the opposite end, you can then grill the person that's on the come up, and, you know what I'm saying, and ask those questions and really like dig into them. Because what people don't understand is when we do that, we're really searching to find out who you are. Like the artist, not the artist, but the audience, they want to get to know real people. Like, yeah, we can talk about your singles, what's coming out, what's this, that, and the third, but if you got baby mama drama or something of that nature, we want to know that too and how you respond to that. And sometimes those off-the-wall questions kind of help the narrative of the conversation when we're talking.
Have you ever had an interview with somebody that it went a little left because of debates, and did they feel salty after the interview?
Well, no, not in that sense. Completely left, yes. There was one time we were off of, this is in Signal Hill, and I want to say, was it the homie Scheme Price? I believe it was Scheme Price. If I got it wrong, my bad. But anyway, whoever he brought with him, it was somebody that we interviewed. The person that they brought with him brought a dog, and the dog pissed in the studio. So, and they were all completely drunk. And again, the vibe of Homegrown is like, you come, you smoke, drink. It's just chill. You come in your own element, your own environment. But coming from a person, at the time I drank, but coming from a person at the time, DJ Head, he doesn't drink. Still doesn't drink to this day, doesn't smoke or anything. So he's annoyed. This person's not really giving adequate answers on the mic. And then you have the entourage that's just kind of like completely fucking up the vibe. So it's like, at that time, it's just like, all right, boom, we just kind of shut down the interview a little quicker than normal. Yeah. We didn't let it mess up the vibe, but we just kind of let them know at that point, like, yo, you can't do that. It was fun and games. We talked shit on the mic, but we just like, yo, you can't do that. So completely left field, yes. In terms of arguments and debates, I would say the only person that I know for sure that we always get into it with is G Malone. G Malone will have the most random thoughts. And I'm not going to even say random, but he'll just come up with like, if you just Google Homegrown Radio on YouTube, and you'll see G Malone, and the thumbnail says it all. He's laying on the couch while we're doing an interview in the apartment, and it was like a therapy session for him. So he was just going off of what he thought, just about just random things. Some had to do with music, some didn't. But in terms of debates, he's number one when it comes to debating, for sure.
And in 5 years, where do you see your career going?
I just want to take over, man. And I know it's kind of cliche to say, but wherever, from a homegrown perspective, wherever the media landscape goes, meaning 10, 15 years ago, we didn't see podcasting as a thing. Yet Homegrown is a part of podcasting. So now, wherever the media landscape goes in the next 5 years, that's where I want to see Homegrown. And for myself, I just want to see myself more visible in terms of like media personalities, representing the city of Los Angeles, taking it from a local level to global, kind of still bridging that gap, just doing it on a more, I would like to say, maximizing my potential. So whatever that is, I just want to be in that conversation. So I think that's what I would say in 5 years for sure. become a household name when it comes to radio, whether it becomes media, all of that, man.
I feel like I've seen previews already for that, so that's definitely on the way. Congratulations on your cute son, by the way. He's so adorable.
Well, people, it's funny. People are like, hey, your son's cute. Good thing he looks like your wife. I'm like, oh, okay. All right, so that's how you going to do me. For sure. No, thank you.
What do you want your son to inherit from you? And not like from your career, just from your traits.
I want my son just to be a well-mannered individual, treat people with respect, and work your ass off. Like, if you have those three things, and I feel like that part of the DNA comes from my mother and my father, I feel like if he can just get parts of that from me and my wife, shout out to Tasha, then I think he'll be an amazing, and I know he'll be an amazing individual, but I want to see those parts come out, like, for sure.
My last question, Chuck. If you could leave a letter in a bottle behind, and let's say the world ends and then it's just another world that begins, and they find this little note here that you left behind 500 years ago, what would you want it to say?
That's a good one. Damn, I don't know. I would say never stop loving, never stop learning, and maximize your potential, whoever you are.
Well, thank you so much, Chuck Dizzle. I appreciate you so much. You can find him on social media at Chuck Dizzle.
Yes, I finally got my shit at Chuck Dizzle. It's no more I am, except on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, just Chuck Dizzle. Fine, you just Google it.
I hate when people say that.
Because if you do Google it, you'll be able to find wherever I'm at. And who knows, by the time this comes out, or once this comes out in 10 years and people are looking at this, they'll be like, Instagram, what's that? Well, you can just Google Chuck Dizzle and you'll see whatever platforms I'm on at that time on there as well.
Is there going to be a MySpace link to it?
You might find a MySpace link. You might find Black Planet. You might find all the other links that I had associated with Chuck Dizzle.
I think I'm on Black Planet. I was 17 years old and my ex set me up, but he set me up with a Big Head username. So I was like, you're a hater. Like,
what?
It says like Big Head.
Big Head 95 or
something. It's all hater, but it's all love. I am your girl, Cali. This is Rock Your Mind. Till next time.